Welcome Aries to your weekly reading. This is for the 21st to the 28th of July. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Aries, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Aries, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with King of Swords, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week, and I will just get your clarifier. So we want to see now what King of Swords is for Aries, please. The Tower. Now Aries, what we are seeing with the Tower is that at the beginning of this week, you're going to be hearing some kind of big and jolting news. It could have something to do with you, it could have something to do with people you know, but it's really big and it's really dramatic and it's going to shake you up in some way. But the good news is we see you coming through as King of Swords, so we know immediately you're going to be okay. Now, it does not matter if you're masculine or feminine, it is the energy of King of Swords I am speaking about. And King of Swords is a strong and powerful energy, being a king. And this is the most perfect king to deal with whatever this tower is for you. Because the king is not going to get overly emotional and dramatic and let his emotions run away with him. The King of Swords is going to look at this and he's going to go into analytical, strategic and planning mode. Okay, this is the situation. What is the best course of action? So we see you wielding your sword and taking control of whatever this is. Now, my dear Aries, with the Tower coming through, we know that it's jolting news, but we don't know how jolting and where it's coming from. So let us continue to get more insight to what this news is all about for you. So we now want to see what Page of Cups is all about, that is sitting in your possible challenges. So we want to see now what Page of Cups is for Aries, please. The Empress. Now, this is a wonderful twist we are seeing coming through for you, my dear Aries. Because the news that is coming through, this is our Page of Cups confirming that there is big and unexpected news coming in. Actually, my dear Aries, is really good news. But it is such good news that it's going to cause a tower moment. It's going to set you almost into this energy of overwhelm, disbelief, shock, because you did not anticipate this coming. But with both Page of Cups and the Empress coming through here, my dearest Aries, this is really phenomenal news. Now, Page of Cups does confirm that the news coming through is unexpected and seemingly coming out of nowhere and could be from somebody you didn't expect. It could be something happened many months ago and you thought that was the end of the story, and all of a sudden it pops up and you get the best possible outcome. Whatever it is, my dearest Aries, we have the Empress coming in. So this news is placing you into Empress energy. And the Empress is the energy of abundance and prosperity, being in a place where our needs are taken care of, where we are able to be ourselves, initiate and bring in what we want to see in our lives. As you can see, her cornucopia is flowing over. It's like, my gosh, I can't believe it can get this good. And as you can see, our Empress is sitting very relaxed and calm, looking on at the tower. So we understand that this big jolt coming in is what brings you into the Empress energy. Now, as you can imagine, my dear Aries, this is going to be so different for everybody. It could be that you interviewed for a job 3-4 months ago, if not longer, and all of a sudden this week they call you up. Aries, are you still available? Would you like to come in for the final interview? We feel you would be a perfect fit for this position. Aries, this could be that you've been going out with your partner, say, for years, and they've always said they don't want to get married and they don't want to have a family. And then out of the blue, they propose and say, Aries, with you, I want to do the world. If you're willing and able, let's buy a home, let's get married, let's start a family. It's this big, wonderful, but life-changing news. This is looking incredible. So that being said, my dear Aries, I do not foresee any big challenges coming up your way, because even if the tower comes in with such a bolt of lightning that shakes you up, as King of Swords, you will manage it step by step. Right, let's move on now and see what Six of Cups is all about. That is sitting in messages and advice from Spirit. So we want to see now what Six of Cups is for Aries, please. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. Aries, what I'm seeing here is that Spirit is coming in and letting you know that what is happening for you right now is a gift from them to you. This is something that Spirit wants you to have in your life. They want you to experience this. They also want you to know that they are very aware that you have waited for this, that there has been a period where you thought, is it ever going to happen for me? Everybody else seems to be getting the breaks, moving on, good things happening for them, and I seem to be waiting, watching, and always feeling like the bridesmaid and not the bride. But, my dear Aries, things are certainly going to be changing for you. With Six of Cups coming through here, please know that what is about to happen is happening for your best and highest good. It's coming in strong, bold, and dramatic, but it's going to have a wonderful impact on your life, allowing you, my dear Aries, to experience whatever the Empress represents to you. Wonderful confirmation coming through there. Right, let us see now what Hanged Man is all about, that is sitting in the possible outcome of the week. So we want to see what Hanged Man is for Aries, please. The Seven of Pentacles. Aries, at the end of the week, you are being asked to pull back, take some time for yourself, and really reflect at what has gone on this week. Look how far you have come. Look how quickly things can change in your life, where you can go from feeling stagnant, things not happening for you. Is it ever going to break for me? I've been looking for a job for months, if not years, and then all of a sudden getting your dream job. You could have been single and dating for years, my dear Aries, and with this kind of energy, we see that this week, out of the blue, you could meet somebody that you connect to immediately, that is going to change your life in a very significant way. As I mentioned, it's going to come through in an area that is very specific and personal to you. Seven of Pentacles tells you that once you have had time to reflect and to review, and this could take days or even a week or two, you're being asked, my dear Aries, not to stay in the mode of going over it and marveling at it for too long, but rather, once you've come to terms with it, once you've integrated this wonderful new energy, be like that little rabbit over there and dive right in to what this represents to you. It might feel a little daunting and a little frightening because, of course, we never know what's waiting for us. But you are being told so beautifully that not only is it blessed, but it's going to give you this feeling, Aries, of being abundant. And remember, you can be abundant in any area of your life. You are going to feel this energy of abundance now flowing over in ways you never imagined. This is going to be a really good week, Aries. Let's move on and get a message from your angels for the week. So we want to see now what Aries angels would like to share with them, please. Success. Aries, when you get this message from your angels, they are coming in with a big message of congratulations. You are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. So initially we saw the tower, but don't worry about a thing. Your angels are confirming once again, just as we've seen and spoken about, that things are going to work out better than you ever dreamed of. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for. Make sure you don't wear yourself down, and this is taking time out to really integrate and sit with what has happened. And of course, take time to enjoy the wonderful news and blessings that are now coming into your life. So, that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.